Hey guys, this is Big Ron here. I'm just going to show you a little trick. If your freezer is ice cold and your refrigerator isn't, you probably have a bad blower fan in your freezer. And I'm going to show you how to fix two different kinds right now. Okay guys, here I am fixing my other refrigerator, my Kenmore, which had the same problem as that oldie I had. It had a bad fan motor, okay, so this one was a little different to take it apart. I didn't film taking it apart, but I'm going to film putting it back together. This is the bracket that holds the fan motor, and it goes up right there on the back of the freezer, just like that, okay? Okay, I lucked out also. This old fan motor, I went to buy a new one, and they sent me another one exactly the same, which was beautiful. Plug and play deal. And this is a little mounting bracket that the motor goes in. So I will put that together and show you that next. Okay, I got the fan motor into the bracket here. It has a little hexagon rubber grommet in the front and in the back that cushions the shock and keeps the fan motor still from spinning, okay? And then I got the little brackets together, and to start off easily, I put the screws in the holes already because it's going to be hard to maneuver up here. And I'm going to hold it up in place and hit it with a little screw gun. Okay, it should be good. This is only sheet metal, so you can't really tighten it too tight or you're going to strip it out. We had one fan wire, the ground, plugged right in here. The other loose ends here, there to there, easy. And of course, make sure you bring your wires up away from where the fan's going to be in here, okay? You don't want the wires to hit the fan. You know what happens when shit hits the fan. Okay, and next we're going to put our little fan blade on, which this one is sealed in the front, so you can't put it on backwards. If you put it on backwards, it'll pump the air the wrong direction, but this only goes on one way. So it's just a push-on deal. Get it started on there and push it in. That's it. Woohoo! Okay, let's plug it in and make sure it all works before we button all this other stuff that covers it up. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. It is blowing like crazy. The old fan motor in there, it just like barely was going around that slow, just like the other refrigerator. They wear out. Okay, let's put the rest of this back together now. Okay, now I've installed the back sheet metal piece in here, and we had to line up our ice maker water tube and our ice maker power supply there. And also there was a little lip that you had to put the sheet metal right into that lip so to make it fit right. And that's about it for that. So 2 sheet metal screws, one there, holds it in. Okay, next, this styrofoam piece, which is actually a vent for the cold air to go down to the refrigerator. Okay, I got it in there. So you can see there's a hole right there where all the cold air goes down to the refrigerator. Okay, so you need to make sure that's in there securely. And next is this big cover that goes over the whole darn thing. Put that on now. Okay, I got that in there now, and that was kind of a tight fit, but it fit right in there, and there's a little snap there, and a little snap here, and one screw in the middle there we'll put in. Okay, we got the motor cover on. As I was saying before, there's one screw there, and there was also 2 outer screws under the cover here that go to that motor bracket. 1, 2, right there. But the rest of it is all snapped together here. Okay, hey, our freezer is running, and I'm just going to let it get cold, and I'll put some food in here. The ice maker is very simple too. It's just hook these couple wires up and 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do that later. All right, thank you. Fix your freezer. If it's just the fan, it's easy to fix. This one costs 50 bucks for the fan motor. The other one I did was 30. Okay folks, this is my 40 years old Montgomery Ward refrigerator freezer side by side deal, okay? And now it's not getting very cold, even though it's getting freezing on the bottom of the freezer. I could tell my little fan motors wore out. So hopefully I can just buy a new fan motor and replace it. We're going to try it here. Okay, now that I've gotten in here, the fan motor was just only held on by 2 screws, one up here, one down there, after I took the little plastic cover off. And it's just 3 wires, looks like a hot and a common and a ground on there. So I'm just going to unplug those. I'm going to head down to the appliance store and see what I could get. Okay, I went to the appliance store. I took this motor out, of course, and they sent me a universal fan motor that fits a lot of different freezers and refrigerators, and a lot of little adapter fittings and bushings and different lengths of screws and all kinds of stuff, so I can make it fit. Okay, so what I need to do here mainly is the darn, as you see, the motor and the bracket has spacers on it there, which I'm going to have to find some the right length to put there. And also the shaft on this new one is a tiny shaft, and this is a larger diameter shaft. But I think there's the right size bushings in here to change it over, so let's see what we can do with this thing and wish me luck. Okay, there's our old motor all stripped down, and actually it was a lot simpler than I figured it was going to be. I found the correct bushings in the kit to space that motor from the bracket there, and it had a bushing for the propeller mount there, and it's just a push slip fit on there, but it's pretty snug. I think it's not going to move on me. Hey, and just 2 wires, easy to hook up. Let's go hook it up. Okay, now I've got my new fan motor all bolted in there. It just took 2 bolts and a couple of wire nuts to hook the wires up. So let's turn it on and see what happens. Oh yeah, she's running good now. Look at that. Full speed. The other fan motor would barely turn, and it was very loud. And I can already feel really cold air coming out of here. Okay folks, that is your fix-it for the day. Don't throw your refrigerator away if it's just the fan motor. You can fix that easy. It cost me 30 bucks for that fan motor. Alright guys.